that, yeah, please abide by the UN system code of conduct, please be welcoming, and also respectful. And yeah, if you have any questions, we aim, yeah, to have a, an interactive and engaging time here. So yeah, if you do have any questions, you please raise your hand. I see everyone knows how to raise their hand. So there's a hand on the topmost of your screen. So yeah, raise your hand if you want to speak. And yeah, every time you may always use the chat to ask question, or yeah, share any related information about this. So yeah, for the first time mapping in OpenStreetMap, I believe for Felipe and Matias, if you don't have any account in OpenStreetMap yet, yeah, we encourage you to sign up for an OpenStreetMap account using this link, openstreetmap.org, and then /user and then /new, or yeah, openstreetmap.org, and you can clearly see there's a sign up on the upper right corner of your screen. So yeah, you can do it while listening in to me, because yeah, it's very straightforward. Yeah, you can, yeah, input your username and email address and all that, and yet you will have to receive a confirmation email. So you have to click on that confirmation email. So make sure your email address is working. Yeah, so our program, very simple. Yeah, we'll have a UN Mappers welcome and introduction. My colleague here, Mikel, would also be able um, to do a demonstration, especially for those new in mapping in OpenStreetMap, and also mapping in mapping for peace with the UN. Excuse me. And then yeah, during the demonstration, yeah, it's fine. You can always raise your hand or ask questions in the chat. So yeah, while we are, yeah, since lots of people are new here, I have an icebreaker question. You can put it in the chat, since yeah, we are quite a crowd here. Please put in the chat, yeah, your name, where you are based. So yeah, it doesn't matter where you want. And also, yeah, if you were to wear a costume for Halloween. I'm very into Halloween mode right now. So yeah, if you were to wear a costume for Halloween, what would it be? So yeah, if yeah, you are given the chance to be anyone, or to wear a costume, just for Halloween, just for fun, yeah, what would it be? So yeah, I'll be sharing mine via voice, and then I'll ask Mikael later what's his. But yeah, I'm your host. My name is Arnely Vicario. I'm currently based in the Philippines. I'm working as a community engagement specialist with the UN MAPS program under the UN Global Service Center. And yeah, if I were to wear a costume for Halloween, it would be actually Black Widow, not a Lord of the Rings fan, but I've been aiming to be Black Widow, the Avengers. Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. I don't know, but I really like her her hair. So yeah, I'd like to wear a Black Widow costume soon. So let me check the chat. Is there anyone? Yeah. Okay, great. Yeah, go ahead, Mikel. So yeah, this is, yeah, so that we also know Mikel, the other speaker for today. Go ahead, Mikel.
Hi everyone. I am Michael. I'm calling from Italy, and my favorite costume for Halloween. I don't know. I don't celebrate Halloween that much since I was a kid. But even when I was a kid, I wasn't dressing. But yes, I will say like as a costume, I will go for like Dracula, like a vampire style, because like my I am half Romanian, so that that is like more suitable for me. Over to you, Arnold.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mikel. So yeah, I'm seeing things on the chat. Someone said a ghost rider. That's really nice. Yeah, if we can, maybe I'll just imagine you in those costumes. But yeah, there's a Batman too. So we have a Batman fan here. It will be Maleficent. Yes, very Disney. And for Tida, Brian would be an inanimate project. Inanimate object like Congress. Wow. Yeah, that's kind of hard to imagine, but yeah, we'll get there. A Power Ranger, yeah, for Alija. Which Power Ranger? There's a lot. And yeah, maybe a ninja from Hidenori from Japan, of course. Thank you so much, yeah, for participating for this. And yeah, you can always, yeah, put on the chat anything you'd like to share if you haven't shared your answer to this question. All right, so just a quick one about UN Mappers and this Mappy Hour. So yeah, it's a Mappy Hour. It's an online hangout. We map and talk about data, maps, projects, and everything around open mapping, open data, and community. And as the name suggests, it's a Mappy Hour. So we hang out for an hour during the Mappy Hour. And yeah, so about the UN Mappers community. So yeah, we are a collective, or we are a community of open mapping enthusiasts. And yeah, we work or dedicated to help the UN build accurate and spatial data for peacekeeping missions as well as humanitarian support on the ground. So yeah, if you're interested to join us, you came to the right place. Welcome to your first Mappy Hour. We also have a Discord server where yeah, we fellowship or we talk with the wider community. So yeah, please make sure to join us. And yeah, lots of information in the UN Maps community page there. So yeah, who are the UN mappers? It's yeah, diverse set of individuals and contributors, from remote volunteers, the JS community, even the academia, local communities. It also includes our uniformed personnel, trainers and trainees, and yeah, some national cartographic agency. And where do we use UN maps, or the UN maps, I mean the data that the UN mappers generate. So the data that UN mappers generate is translated into maps, which is helps in patrolling, in planning, in security, in humanitarian relief, and also logistics, and yeah, reporting in the UN. And how do we as UN mappers contribute to UN maps? Most of our projects are managed using the hot tasking manager, but yeah, we also used other tools in OpenStreetMap. And yeah, that's how what enables us to do the crowd mapping, and also mapping with the community, and also mapping with validators, community validators, and our professional validators, in order to um, to produce high quality data, which yeah, again will be used to UN map services, and UN maps and tools, which hopefully would benefit local community. That's the aim. And how do you become a UN mapper? Just simple: learn, map, and join. So yeah, if this is your first time, again, yeah, of course you learn how to map. You go to an event. It can be this Mappy Hour. You can also go. I think some OpenStreetMap community also organize mapathons or events, in their area. But yeah, we do have a self-paced learning hub, which is the UN Maps Learning Hub. So it's excuse sorry. So yeah, it's a multilingual learning hub. That yeah, we have OpenStreetMap Basics and OpenStreetMap Advanced, and yeah, the very new QGIS learning, or yeah, QGIS training. So yeah, you can go there to maps.un.org, especially when if you're new to OpenStreetMap, or you want to advance your skills in OpenStreetMap. But yeah, most of the learning here are also like different. It helps you map different features for humanitarian relief, and also for peacekeeping mapping. Oh, sorry. And yeah, so learn, map. So yeah, once you learn how to map, then yeah, you can map. You can map with us, map with your community. And then last one is to connect. again, yeah, we hope you can join us in our UN Mappers Discord. We also are in social media everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, even X, we're still there, and Mastodon. So yeah, you can join us there, join our Discord, so that yeah, you can get up to date on what are the UN Mappers are doing currently. And yeah, a lot of information. You can check out our website, maps.un.org. We actually also have a newsletter. So yeah, there's a newsletter sign up in the UN Maps website as well. So yeah, for this, but yeah, if you have any questions for all the things that I said, yeah, please do raise your hand or ask in the chat. Yeah, if there's any clarification that you'd like to ask before we head on to our next agenda, which is training on OpenStreetMap by Mikkel. Let me just check. Yeah, I'm seeing, yeah, I see another Batman. All right. So, okay. Yeah. So, if not, before I pass it on to Mikkel, yeah. So these are the mapping projects that we will be mapping again. I will also share them in the chat later. But yeah, if you are, if you already know how to map in OpenStreetMap and or how to map these features, yeah, we encourage you. You can start mapping today, but yeah, if mapping now, so but if not, then we will. There's a question from Alija, is this training for a beginner too? Of course, yes. So yeah, we will be after this. Yeah, I will pass it on to Mikael. I'm just sharing the projects right now with the in the chat, and also for those who are already will be mapping. So yeah, we will be mapping villages and barriers, and then, yeah, if you're a validator, yeah, you can check the roads project there as well. So, yeah, if there's any question yet so far, yeah, I'm passing it over to Miguel for the quick, for the demonstration on mappers on mapping in OpenStreetMap for beginners here. Over to you, Miguel.
Thank you, Arnali. Uh, so just to answer to Alicia, so usually we wait to see how many people we have in a training or like in a Mappy hour, because like sometimes we have only beginners, sometimes we have only advanced people. So we usually tailor on the fly what to do. So I also wanted to ask you how many people maybe are beginning with OSM. I saw it was like probably 5 people. So maybe for this session, I should go with ID editor. Just okay. I will I will go with that. Also, I wanted to greet. There is some people in the audience. There is Idenori from JICA, the Japanese agency for humanitarian. And I see also Hector from the OSMF board. So nice to see you here as well. Um, I also saw some people were actually connecting from Sudan and Somalia. That will be very interesting also if we can stay in touch, because we do have mapping projects there. Well, in Sudan, it's more like towards South Sudan. So it's not actually very close, because they are two big countries. But in Mogadishu and Somalia, yes, we mapped like several times, and we do have actual current projects in Somalia. Indeed, the two projects that Arnali shared today they are in Somalia as well. So, okay, never mapped the villages and barriers before. Good to get instructions. Okay, so let me share my screen so that I can start. Um, I was just sharing in the chat the link to our Discord channel. That is the tool that we use for direct communication with volunteers. So usually, when you have any mapping question, you can just join our Discord server, and and there we can answer all your questions. And also, I was sharing the link to create a new OpenStreetMap user. So you just go on the OpenStreetMap website, so www.openstreetmap.org/user/new, and you can create your account in case you don't have already an OSM account. So here you will have to put your mail, your username, and password, and confirm the password, and then you will receive from OSM a confirmation email that you have to accept. And after that, you can use your OSM account for applications. The one that we are going to use today is the tasking manager of HOT. The website is tasks.hotosm.org. So let me just share it in the chat. Very good to see you, Daoud, from Mogadishu. It's fine. Like we also collaborated in the past with people in Mogadishu, so it's nice to have you here. And the two projects that we are going to map today are in Danabo area in Somalia, and we are mapping villages and barriers in one project, and roads in the other one. Unfortunately, or luckily, I don't know how to say, because we opened this project like at the beginning of this week, and actually it is already completely mapped. So this may be an issue in case you are a beginner, because the platform is not allowing you to validate unless you don't have like a certain number of chain sets in your OpenStreetMap user experience. But we still do have like some white squares that we can try to map. And actually, yesterday I was mapping here, so I saw some barriers to be mapped, and I can go through them. Okay, so I guess it's too little for all of us, and actually the project, the other one, is already completely mapped. So in case you are not in a validation team, you are not supposed to be able to validate at all. So I can see here one person is Modo. So Modo should be able to should have access already from the as his level of expertise is enough. So maybe let me change it real quick here, the settings in the project, so that I can allow you to validate. Because I mean, it's even if you are a beginner, don't be scared about validation. This is like open data, so the data is there for everybody to use and to work on. So the thing that I want here is just to see whether all the data is there, and I will show you exactly. Sorry, let me just change the settings. Okay, so now any user can validate. So you can take those tasks. But let me show real quick how to first interact with the hot platform. So what you do is to take one of the URLs that are normally shared. So I'm going to take the project 33369. This one is about mapping villages and barriers. And the first time that you are logging in the hot tasking manager, you will be asked to log in, and you can log in with your OpenStreetMap account. So if you created that one, you are now able to click here, log in, and you will be able to interact with the platform. So once once we are logged in, we can click on contribute here at the bottom right. And I see there is already many people that are mapping here. So those are already contributing to the map. So what I should do here is just to select one of the white tasks. Well, actually now I also enabled to select the blue tasks so you can actually validate other projects. But in case you are a beginner, you just take one of the white ones. So I click on it. For this session, I'm going to use ID editor. And then I click on the bottom right map selected task. So here you see we do have this pink square. So this is the area in which I should map. From the ID interface of the tasking manager, I can actually I can get like more space for the imagery to be seen. So I can click at the top right this hide sidebar button so that I will hide the task details. So now I see my satellite imagery and I can navigate it with the mouse wheel. So if I can zoom in or zoom out, and I can pan them up by clicking the left button. So in this way I can pan them up, and I should zoom in on a certain level to see the actual data. So until I'm not zooming in enough, I will not see the data in ID editor. Okay, so here in this situation, I can already see something that is a bit off. So I can see a road that is mapped in the middle of this farmland area, and this road is actually not present anymore. To check this with more attention, you see I have a tab here with many options, and I can click map data to see which layers I'm currently visualizing, and I can remove the OpenStreetMap data just to see below in the imagery whether the data is there or not. So you see this road is actually not there, so I cannot see it. So I should either remove it or transfer the history to another object. So for this time, I will just remove it. So what should I do? This is not about mapping roads, of course. Like in this project, we should focus on buyers, but it's just to do like some validation um, that can be done in this context. So if we click on any object in the map, you see that I'm selecting it because now it's highlighted of orange. And I should split this road because until now it's just one line. So all these nodes are connected in one line. I should split the piece that I want to delete. So what I should do is to select the road and also the node that I want to split. So with Control, I can, with Shift, I can select both objects. And then with the right click, I can select different actions and I can split the road. I guess this one works only also if I only select the point, yes. So it's just, you just need to select, so to click on the point that you want to split and then right click to split the line. So in this case, you see if I select now this line, it's different from this other one. So we have two lines here. And I can see until I should only map, let's say, in the area that I'm currently selecting. So is a pink square. So I will press delete or cancel to delete. But yeah, this feature cannot be deleted right now because not enough of it is currently visible, which is that's why I don't use ID editor when mapping roads because it's too complicated. For that one, I use typically JOSM that has many more functionalities. And so you see, like I deleted the road that I was selecting, and then I can move the nodes of other roads that are here just to make it a little bit better on this side. I will also redo again the split work. So I will click on the node, split the line, remove this line that is not existing, also this one, and then I will just merge the two roads. It's very important when mapping roads to ensure that the topology is there. So we are connecting roads one with each other. It's impossible to have roads that are like floating in the landscape without any other connection. And because I mean there is like a road network with several hierarchies and roles so for every road. And actually, for routing algorithms, it's very important to have the roads all connected to each other. Otherwise, it wouldn't be possible for routing. I mean, to compute the right navigation from one point to the other. So this was about about validating roads. It was sorry a little bit of deviation from the current mapping task. So the mapping task for this project, the 33369, is mapping barriers and villages. And as you can see here, we already have some barriers that are currently mapped. So the barriers that we are mapping are in this particular case barrier equal to hedge. So these are kind of delimitation of the territory. So if we deactivate the OSM data, we can see them. So you see they are like kind of yeah, barriers made out of grass and shrubs. So all these vegetation are used to enclose a portion of the territory, no? And these barriers are usually enclosing cattle, farming tools, and other features. But but the issue is that like most of these barriers are also kind of a delimitation of territory. They definitely show human presence in the area, as most of the people, like in these rural areas of Somalia, are nomads. So they move and they can show human presence. But those barriers are also used sometimes by terrorist groups, especially for charcoal production. So that's why we are mapping them so that we know, in general, in a very broad country like Somalia, where humans are located, or like they are where they are living. So let me reactivate the map data. So to map a barrier, so what we usually suggest for, because as we are mapping in general for the production of topographic maps for the peacekeeping missions, what we suggest is to map polygons with barrier equal to hedge tags. And those barrier equal to edge, they don't have to have the area equal to yes tag. We will see that the ID editor is proposing it automatically, but they are not area equal to yes because those polygons are actually empty. So we want to map only the line delimiting the different barriers. Um, and so we will see. Well, in this area, it seems most of them are already mapped. I can map maybe this line also. So to do it, I will click on line. I can select an existing node, and then with the left button of the mouse, I will click and put all the vertices of the line. Well, this is actually our open way in OSM. And then once I want to finish the object, I will just double click so that the object is there. And I will click edge here on the select feature type. And so this is the edge that I will be creating. So now, as I was mapping only a line, that will be barrier equal to edge without the area equal to yes. So that is exactly as how we want it to be. But in case I want to map, for example, a polygon, like this one, for example, I will select area, that is the button to create closed ways in OSM. And what I suggest to do is just to delimit the border of the barrier without caring about internal divisions. I mean, we don't have to map every single portion of the territory, but we just need like the big area, the how big the area of the territory is delimited by the barrier. So in this case, I will just map a polygon like this one. And you see here I can select many things, but what I want to select here is hedge. And you see, we see on the left tab all the tags associated with this feature, because before we click edge, we are just drawing a polygon without any semantic information on top of it, with just like a empty geometry with no meaning. And what we have to do is to add the tags. So you see that by clicking edge, the tags applied will be area equal to yes and barriers equal to edge. We don't want area equal to yes, so we can delete it with I mean, by clicking this remove button, so the garbage bin icon, and we will have only an empty polygon, let's say. I mean, it will be rendered as such in OSM. So we will have our empty wall. I mean, this will be like a closed way. So this is the way we should map these barriers. Then sometimes it gets difficult because we see those barriers are all connected one with each other. It's difficult to understand once they are finishing or they are opening, because they are like, sometimes they are open to the wide, they are not enclosing any area, and sometimes they are closing. So for example, here, if I can see, for example, this one, it's going a bit outside my pink area. So I can map features that are going outside of the pink area. And actually, I would recommend to map those that are going out, so that users using ID editor, they will be able to download also the data there once they start their session. But the idea is usually to
Yeah.
stick with your area.
Yeah, there is a
Yes.
question in the chat on, yeah, do we map hedges as line or area, and yeah, why do we map it as a line as opposed to an area?
Okay, it's fine to map them as lines or as areas. And the important thing is when you map them as areas, just do not include the area equal to yes tag. Otherwise, it will be, I mean, it is the interpretation of that tag is basically to have an area that is completely a big hedge. Is usually used for like micro mapping when you have like big hedges like those in the gardens of ancient villas with the labyrinth of of edges. I mean, that kind of stuff. So that is like for micro mapping. We just remove it, and that's like a closed line. I mean, the final effect will be to have a closed line. Then if we speak about how SM data is stored in the database, like in the XML format, let's say, that both are closed ways. So there is no difference between a line that is open or an open way or a closed way. It's just like the reference to the first and the last nodes are the same for the closed way. So this is like not an issue. The important is not to include the area equal to yes in polygons. Shall we map open barriers or closed barriers? The focus should be on closed barriers. Here I'm just mapping what I can see. Just for you, I mean, to show you exactly what we should focus on. But The important will be to give priority to closed barriers. So for example, here I can see one that is completely closed, so I can map it. Although usually I should focus on barriers that are like much bigger than that. So those are very small ones. The important is to map the barriers that are big, like these ones that were already mapped by the user that was before me in this area. I will say here most of the things are mapped. I can see maybe another barrier here, you see, is going this way and then coming back in this way here. Some of the barriers, as this one, for example, they are not very new. And you can notice because the vegetation is like coming back to shrubs. So you see the border is slowly fading away, and the area enclosed by the barrier is coming back to shrubs. So it means this area is not used anymore. But I think it's good to use it to map it for the time being. So we will see this area is going here, and then going is basically going to with the road. Sorry, now that with ID editor I'm not very confident, but anyway, it's closing this way. I will click on hedge, and as always, remove the area equal to yes tag. And here I can change a little bit the geometries. So I will select the road right now, just to make it more correct with respect to the imagery. This one here. Okay. If you want to create a node in the middle of a segment, you just zoom in, you will see a triangle, and if you click it, you will create a new node. So for the time being, I will just submit this map sheet because this task, because I cannot see villages anyway in this area. And barrier-wise, this area is complete. So once we mapped all the features, we digitized all the geometries on the satellite imagery. This data is still on OSM. We have to submit it to the API first. So what we do is to submit the chain set. And the chain set, we do have like this part of the chain set comment that is the most important piece of information, let's say, of our mapping activity, because it's containing kind of the metadata information for our mapping activity. So it will see it, in this chain set, you will see my OSM user that in this date mapped these things. And it's very important to put a comment like by words, like you just type what you did. With the tasking manager, we can actually make it already one for you. So I added added or modified settlements and barriers. So this is like a general description of my mapping activity right now. And then we can add hashtags, and those are useful to compute statistics of mapping campaigns. So this is something that we usually include, like the hashtag UNMappers, for example, to identify how many people are mapping with us, in which times, how we are doing with the engagement in the community. So this is a useful data. So to upload the chain set, I will just click upload. And from the moment I click upload to like few seconds, the data will be stored in OSM. So now the data is in the OSM database. So anybody that will download the data again will see also the changes that I submitted. Although if you go on OpenStreetMap right now, you won't see the changes reflected at the same time because of the raster tiles. So those take some time to be computed. Although recently there is also vector tiles, and those should be like updated very, very frequently. So that is good. Just one comment regarding the roads. As you can see in this project, in this task that I'm currently mapping, I still have some roads that have to be mapped, like little paths connecting the road network mainly. I didn't map those because this is the project regarding barriers and villages. So we usually we consider one task to be complete only if all these things, so only villages and barriers have been completely mapped. This was the case for this particular project. So I will just put it as completely mapped, and I can submit the task. Here it is not important to put the comment. I mean, you can also skip this part. You just submit the task, and you see my white square became ready for validation. So now it's blue. And another mapper can take it and see whether my activity was good enough. And if they want, they can also contribute and map some little barriers that maybe I missed and validate it. So once you validate, I mean, the procedure is exactly the same as when you are mapping a task. It will be just becoming green in case everything is completed, and this will not be mappable anymore. So um, at least, I mean, what I mean is from the tasking manager interface. Then on OSM you can access all the data at all times. So that is not an issue. It's just like the tasking manager is just a tool to coordinate among us and to avoid we run into conflicts when we are editing the same objects in OSM. Okay, I see many people are mapping. I'm very happy to see this activity in this project. I don't know, Arnali, if there are questions so far. This was like very quick mapping tutorial on barriers mainly. For villages, it's almost the same. You just draw a polygon enclosing all the buildings within a village. So if you see some buildings that are, let's say, forming a village, you just enclose all of them with a land use residential area. We are not interested in mapping buildings for topographic maps in general. Over to you, Arnali, if there is any question.
Yeah,
Let me
there
check.
were a lot of oh, yeah, there were lots of questions. Actually, I already tried to um try to comment on them. So I'm just going over and then you prioritize what we want because there's a lot of beginner mappers here as well. So the first one was Brian is asking how you can tell if a road it's a road as opposed to a dry riverbed, and yeah, I think that's a topic for a validation Friday. So yeah, if you can join Brian next week, next month, yeah, we'll be happy to have you there. And then yeah, asking about guidelines, which is already also in the project instructions, and we will send them over via email more. And yeah, clarification if we use line or area, and yeah, we should use line so that we don't have to delete the area itself. And I think yeah, this is one of the things that is very about the barrier that when mapping, how do you know it is a barrier as opposed to just an open space? If you would like to um comment.
Sorry, I missed. I was just sorry. I missed the question. I was just going through with my mind about the instruction section. As you said, I forgot to mention that once you click on contribute on any of our projects, you can access the instructions. I mean, you will actually be redirected to the instructions. And
Mhm.
here we have like a complete set of things related to on how we should map the features. So like in this case, in this example, we do have the mapping of a residential area. We do have, yes, the placing of places, as well as the barriers. Sorry, Arnalia, we'll go back to the question.
Yeah,
It's
yeah, there
okay,
was
as you can tell, the road as opposed to dry riverbed. Now
no,
this
no,
was is for
the
validation.
yes, but the question from Sally is, yeah, maybe more if you want to clarify. Although I already put it in the chat on how do you know it is a barrier as opposed to just an open space.
If you have the barrier, well, it's yeah, it is what we discussed before. So usually, usually we should focus on those barriers that are closed. And there are some open spaces, so usually we tend not to map those open barriers as they are like also vanishing and they are not used anymore. Most of the times, it's very easy to identify barriers because you can clearly see the very uh, thick border across the area, and also the ground inside that is empty, so that is actually used by the cattle. So cattle are eating grass, and and there are no shrubs available. So usually that is like a sign on how to map the closed ones. If a barrier is open, like an open line, and is thick enough, I will map that anyway. But yes, we should focus on polygons. I hope this was the answer to the question.
Yeah, I think yeah, for now, Felipe, there are more lessons like this meeting that I can learn more. Yes, Felipe, there is also the self-paced learning hub that I shared earlier. Share the uh, I'll share the link later, and then yeah, I also send an email for yeah all those links, all the learning, and then recordings and everything for this yeah for this Mappy hour. Yeah, yeah, there. Mikel already sent it, but yeah, I'll send it via email as well. There, yeah. What I think one more question from Nisreen, just yeah, asking how to count my contribution and the tasks that yeah that they contributed to.
Okay, so I'm going through the chat. There are like so many questions, so that I can quickly answer them. I see Sally is asking, can you please show this demonstration using JOSM? Also, how do you know it is a barrier as opposed to just an open space? So for the JOSM part of it, we can organize a session about JOSM. Maybe in the next validation Friday, I can use JOSM. And that is something that people are interested into because I see many questions about JOSM. Also yesterday I received many. So yes, I can use JOSM for the next session. But yes, I see people yeah are also recommending ID editor that is useful for beginners and is becoming more advanced as we speak. Like there is active development on it, but yeah, also JOSM and JOSM it has also the main difference is that the JOSM is the desktop editor, so it's like a software that you have to download. It's Java OpenStreetMap. And that software it has also plugins, so you can download the plugins to further enhance the functionalities of the software. Okay. Other questions, Arnali? I'm getting lost in the chat.
Yeah, no worries. I think I already yeah, yeah talk or commented on it. So yeah, it's okay. If you have any more questions, we have 5 minutes. Please raise your hand. Maybe yeah, we'll so we can hear you as well. I'll also stop the recording now to wait.
Well, there is maybe some discussions to be made about the meeting time because I see it's difficult for somebody. I mean, it's in general, it's difficult to find like a good time to meet all throughout the world. Um, so maybe we can make it. I mean, if this hour is fine for all of you, or maybe it has to be later or earlier. Usually, I
Yeah.
mean, the golden time is around this hour, so would be afternoon, beginning of afternoon in Europe. So that is you are like kind of in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yes. I don't know. Yeah, Hidenori, it's like past 9 p.m. to him too. I don't know if he's here, but yeah, in Japan, it's past 9 p.m. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. We can, alternate like 10 UTC and then 12 UTC so that, yeah, maybe on our next validation Friday, I'll edit it as, yeah, 12 UTC. Yeah. So, yeah, like Farah is asking earlier. So I think last October, Farah, you were here. I'm not sure if maybe that's a different Farah, but yeah, we were 10 UTC. So yeah, maybe I will alternate. So last month is 10 UTC, this month is 12, and then next month would be 10 UTC again. But yeah, we can uh oh yeah, Brian. Yeah, there is also that. Yeah. So yeah, we'll
yes,
yeah, maybe
that is
discuss
that is
that
also
more.
that is also something to be mentioned. Like in Europe and the US, we have the daylight saving. It's like something that we do every year to change the hour and supposedly to save on electric energy. Uh, but the funny thing is that Europe and the US they change hours in different times. So like US will change our next week, but we already changed in Europe. So it's so weird. Like everything is messed up with 1,000 time zones.
So yeah,
So this
I
time
think
is
I
good for
will.
East Coast.
Yeah, we'll check. But yeah, if there's no question yet so far, we can yeah, maybe take a group photo, turn on your camera before we head on our weekend or Friday. Yeah, if you'd like to be share yeah, open your camera, we'll share it with you as well via email and our social media. And yeah, maybe just also wave bye bye to everyone. It's great to see you. Thank you so much joining you and Mappers Mappy Hour. So yeah, let me take a photo in 3, 2, 1. Yeah, just say bye bye and thank you so much for being with us. Yeah, figure out the we'll figure out Brian the timing. So thank you everyone. Yeah, we hope you can join us next time. If you have any training requests or anything, yeah, just feel free to email us. I'll share the I'll share the link or the our email address in the chat. So yeah, you can email at and yeah, we will also send a follow-up email using that email so you can always yeah uh reach out to us. So thank you so much again and hope everyone have a great weekend, happy weekend or whatever it is, a restful weekend, a productive weekend to everyone. Thank you so much and yeah, have a great week. Bye for
Thank
now
you.
and we hope to see you again. Thank
Bye
you.
bye.
Bye. Happy Halloween.
Bye bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye
I've
bye.
said, yeah.